The rabbi, a priest, and a minister walked into his bar.
Try to make sure everybody has a chair.
Can everybody hear me?
Johnny.
Yeah,
The crappy seats in the back?
Yeah, I don't think anyone wants to sit on this one.
What's wrong with that?
I'll sit on that one. Unless you guys want to, I'll sit on the wall.
That takes up a lot of time. Then come back up. Not this one, Kate.
You
Okay,
Katie.
it's a beautiful day here.
Someone needs to see.
Just waiting on Emily.
Can you stand over just a little bit? Thank you. Sorry.
Where's Mason? Raise your hand, Mason. Mason, up! Okay, all right, I think we're ready. Ladies and gentlemen, we are gathered here today.
Hey, buddy,
to witness
that's tomorrow.
The what? Oh! Sorry, you guys can take these seats. That's the next one. I do 2 shows a night. I'm going to let you know, this is how long this speech is. We can do this. We can get through this. I was up from 1 to 3, putting it all together. So I'm going to do my best for you to take away from this as some strange guy just bawling over and over, blowing out a few words in between. Because indeed I have to save my voice. Well, first of all, can we give a round of applause for Charlie?
Yeah!
And Hillary and Rhonda, especially Charlie for his efforts to give us this beautiful venue today. And also for buying the ranch back and keeping it in the family. I know my mother truly appreciates that. So as I know you're here to remember Roxanne, there are still many who deserve remembering before. Like Tad, and Betty, and Harry and Alice, John Lazaro, Chuck, Scotty, and my father, Ron Kautz. I'm not going to head into details about how special and a special endearing woman my mother was. Instead, I'll let the memories you have of her speak for themselves. For the younger kids wondering why you're sitting here, I guess I should have stayed up another hour. Okay. Throughout our adult years, my sister and I would ask what kind of funeral to Roxanne we would like to have. Her reply was always the same to us. She would say, go on up the side of the mountain someday and have a picnic and maybe shed a tear or two. I will read an excerpt of a film she saw, and she did ask me to read this before she passed away. You know, death is something many of us are uncomfortable speaking about. But to die is to be human. And anything human is mentionable. Anything mentionable is manageable. That's from Fred Rogers. As a child growing up, When someone in family or a close relative or friend passed away suddenly, my mother would shield me from a harsh reality of death and lovingly say, matter-of-factly, they just picked up their toys and went home. Well, Mom, I hope you found all your toys and made it home safe and sound. In conclusion, to my fine speech I have made for you today, I want to leave you with a few words. And if you know the words, you can say it aloud with me, as Gramps would say, that's pretty neat. Thank you. If anybody else has anything they want to say right now or later, you can do so, but I'm sure we're all getting sunburned and we can move on with, oh, I do that. Yeah, why not? No, don't leave just yet. Close the exit doors. Gary couldn't make it here today, as you know. But he did have some words to say, and Becky's going to... And we're going to read those words later. Amen. Work out. Okay, so we're going to do some ashes. Spread some ashes. You want to keep sitting? I got another hour of material. You want to say something? You want the speaker? Or you want to stand up? Okay.
My brother knows best. My wife and I are avid folk dancers, especially my wife and I are avid folk dancers.
Bring it a little closer.
Especially Scandinavian folk dancers. Yeah. Because her father and my mother were full-blooded Swedes. Every year around Valentine's Day, there's a huge folk dance event that takes place in the capital district, Syracuse, that we virtually always go to. And it was on Valentine's Day. We were at a dance, and I noticed that my cell phone had sent me a message, and it was between dances. And I read that Roxanne had died. I just sat there. Roxy had been especially dear to me all our life, but she and I were undergoing cancer at the same time, and we talked very often about it, and she was amazingly upbeat. The other thing that was especially wonderful about that time is one of the first folk dance festival, the symbol was a heart with the word love going across. They had put that to remind us of the past, and I thought it was so great. It really met the situation. I'm so thankful for that. Thank you.
would like to say, when the illustrious Dumbledore, watched it fly away, and her sister faded, he turned back to Snape, and his eyes were full of tears. After all this time, always said Snape. And he also said, Advent has put it down even in the darkest of times. If only one remembers to turn on the light, then the ones that love us never really leave us. And to the well-organized mind, that was the next great adventure. I'm sure she's her next great adventure. Thank you.
Okay, the raffle's at 3. Anybody else? Walk up to you. I'll stand back.
You guys hear me? I just, it's so sad to lose someone who for so long, was really the matriarch of this family. And she brought us all together. And as a kid, Vegas is a funny place to spend Christmas. But Roxy, I think something we all know about Roxy is her sense of wonder and the magic she created around her. And her home, every year, me, Tammy, Tina, and my sister, she would go out to stop, the Goodwill, the Salvation Army, and get these ball gowns, these 80s prom dresses or ball gowns. And each one was so different, and of course, because me, Tammy, Tina, and Jess were close enough in age to all want the same one. The fighting, the crying, the name-calling ensued. And Roxy would always just be like, I think you guys got it. You guys are going to figure it out. I'm not getting involved. And the crying and the screaming and the yelling would continue, and she's like, well, ladies, you have a performance to get ready. So are you going to focus on this, or are you going to get your routines together? And we always got our routines together. And she was just a really magical person, and I'm just so grateful to have gotten to share all of those times with all of you guys and with her. And it was just always so clear watching you with Kevin and Katie. It was like every Christmas you guys competed to see who could give her the most thoughtful, heart-wrenching, nostalgic gift that would just move her so deeply. And it was really special to witness that kind of love and the magic. And, that she was like, you guys got this. And I think that's what she'd say if she was here right now. So, celebrate, have a good time. And I'm like, you got it. We all got it.
Enjoy the journey.
I'll stand up. She would say, enjoy the journey. I loved Roxanne. And all of you.
Yeah, it fills my heart with joy that you all chose to choose this day with us. Sincerely, from the bottom of mine and Katie's hearts. What?
So I'm sitting here realizing that of all the people in my life, my sister got me. Even though we came in this world, both of us as humans, and we were on opposite ends, she totally got me. And as I look at all of you, I realize she got all of you. She did. And so I think the gift of that is for us to continue to get
Ladies and gentlemen, my twin brother. No, I think y'all can hear me. Those of you that don't know a lot about me, I am Mr. Reality. You know, I'm not a real emotional person. I didn't cry at my mother's funeral. I mean, I just don't have that much emotion. But there's three things about Roxanne, especially you young people. You guys haven't really destroyed your lives yet. Okay?
That's debatable.
There's three things about Roxanne you need to remember. Okay? She was smart. She was kind. And she saved her money. Okay? This is Mr. Reality speaking to you. If you're smart, kind, and you save your money, you will have peace in your life, you will have security in your life, and you'll be more content, more happy in your life. If you're dumb and you blow your money, then you're going to be, and you're unkind, then you're not going to have any friends, you're not going to have any money, you're not going to have any security, and your life is going to be pretty miserable. Okay? So remember that about your grandma and Roxanne. She was kind, smart, and she saved her money. Do that. Here, here. Come on up.
One of the things
Settle
about,
in.
one of the things about coming to things like this with family is I either confirm things I thought were always that way since I was a kid, or I find out that's not the way they were at all. And so I've always believed, tell me if I'm right, that it was at a Kautz family reunion in the 60s at our house in Broomfield that Roxanne met Ron Kautz. Is that right? At that reunion? So, I think that's really...
That was before my time.
Yeah.
I'll
And-
go with that.
Yeah.
I don't know the story.
And I realized, huh? It was dinner? Okay. Oh, okay.
But because they were related
Check the
through
family
Mary.
tree before you fall in love.
Now, you know, Kautz, Harry was not my biological father, so it's all good. It's all good. They weren't that kind of cousins. It's all right. But what's interesting is I have rich memories of Roxanne throughout my life, and yet I bet if I counted them up, I probably was only with Roxanne maybe 5 or 6 times in my whole life. I know, but the point is I have all these memories of other things that I wasn't a part of, that the family really has brought together. And one thing, and you know, it was Alice and Chuck and Scott who really worked that we as cousins all knew each other. And it wasn't easy, you know. Alice, you wouldn't know that because at the end it was all good, but there was a long time that Alice and Scott and Chuck didn't get along all that well. But they would have never shown that to the kids. So again, I think it all comes together as this family. And I'm going to sit down now.
Beautiful. Okay.
So just a quick comment.
It will be quick. You know, everybody keeps saying that it's really nice of me to put this thing on here, but that's not the case. Roxy loved this place, and I am so grateful that you all are allowing her to make this a final recipe. It's really important to us and for me, and I hopefully to you guys as well. That's all I have to say.
Thank you, Trevor. All right, I told you I had to save my voice.
Cody has something.
You guys want to say it? You just want to yell in it? Ladies and gentlemen, Cody has the
I'll keep it short and sweet. So I and my mom and my dad got an opportunity to see Roxy when we were up there over Christmas and New Year's. When she was not doing very well, but knowing her, she was a really stubborn person, and she basically forced us to come see her when she was not feeling that great. And during that conversation, the main point was just to follow your heart, and that was just the kind of message.
Good job. And thank you for getting your shoes on.
When I put shoes on, you know I'm serious.
Anybody?
She taught us to find the silver lining in every trial. Didn't matter what it was, what trial we were going through, she would ask us to find the positive. And I remember when she conference called Kevin and I to tell us about her diagnosis. And I had the most amazing, overwhelming peace that came over me. And has carried me through to this day. I've tried more in the last 24 hours than I have in the last 2 years. But these tears are tears of memories of happiness that I was able to share with her and many of you throughout my life and her life. But I love the Nystrom sense of humor. I think Lisa and Kix were at the table. Do you remember? She came out from her bedroom. We're sitting at the table. She said, I've been doing some thinking. And I think that if I have a sense that it's close to time for me to go, I'm probably going to ask for all to leave. Because I think dying's a little like moving, and if somebody's watching, it's going to be harder to do it. You remember?
Yeah.
And, you know, her Christmas letter after the diagnosis was uplifting. You know, who knew that I could be 113 pounds at what I was in high school again, you know? Who knew you could shave and shampoo and hair cream rinse, you know? So, I'm grateful for the Nystrom sense of humor that has carried many of us through. And I see you taking the torch. I'm so grateful. I really have done nothing compared to Charlie and Kevin for this weekend. I'm going to pay my half, but I
More than that.
Okay, it'll be worth it. I just physically, mentally, emotionally, I started. And I said, Kevin, I'll write a check. I won't complain about nothing, but I need you to handle it. Thank you. The outfit is amazing. I'm so happy. He has.
Oh, hug you?
Share the sweat.
Roxy traveled a lot because Ron was in the military and they were stationed at many, many bases across the world. Kevin was born in Taipei. So she called me. I don't remember the date, but I had been to culinary school. I thought I knew everything about the culinary arts, which I did, but she called me from London and said, I've got a Girl Scout troop in London. We're developing a Girl Scout troop. I didn't know if they had it or they called them Girl Scouts, but Katie was going to be in the troop, and they wanted to make s'mores. I guess no one in London knew what s'mores were. They don't know how to cook food anyway. So, or grow vegetables other than potatoes. But so she said, but they don't have marshmallows here. So I need to know how to make marshmallows. And I said, Roxy, you've talked to the right person. Because I know how marshmallows are made. So I said, Roxy, you have swamps there in London. So either go to a swamp or go to an herbalist, and you need to buy what's called mallow root. And it's a root that you can then crush up and grind up, cook it, boil the heck out of it. It produces a lot of starch. And then you add that with sugar, and it creates the most fabulous puff marshmallow. So she said, okay, I'm going to try that, and I'll call you in a couple weeks because I'm getting ready. It's not for another month. So she called me in a couple weeks, and she said, yeah, no, that's not going to work. The herbalist here says mallow root's going to kill you. And I don't want to kill the little brownies and the little boys. So she said, can I just take egg whites and beat them with a lot of powdered sugar? And I said, okay, yeah, you can do it that way. But it's not really going to be a real marshmallow. But she found the way to do everything. She celebrated life each and every day. She was positive all the way till the end. And we're all very emotional today, but we've still got to capture the moment that we're wearing, and it's to celebrate life. So, thank you.
I think that's enough. Yeah, come on. Come on down. Come on.
So, on a lighter note, Roxy taught me that there wasn't just one way to wash dishes or vacuum, because when I was raised, my mother showed me there was a certain way to vacuum. So when I first came to the family, I was, washing the dishes the right way and vacuuming the right way. And Roxy came up and she said, and she leaned on the counter and said, you're using a lot of water. I said, what? She said, you never ever rinse the dishes when you wash them. I said, oh my God, in my house you do. I'm so sorry. So I did the right way. Vacuuming, I made sure I put that chair right back in the same hole that it was in, because that's in my house. And she's like, what are you doing? I go, I vacuumed the right way. She goes, that's not the right way. You put it in different spots so there's no holes. And I was like, oh my God, that is such great. Because I thought there was only seriously one way to vacuum and do dishes. So that, for the rest of my life, I really realized that there's not one way to do something. And I had a very strict mom, so that's probably why. The other thing is Roxy, Becky and me, and obviously Katie and Kevin, and many others were there at the end. And to be honest, I was struggling, I think, more than she was. And Roxy, we talked about death. It was just like we were talking about getting married. And I said to her, Roxy, I'll be a little pissed right now that, I'm dying, and she said, why would I be pissed? I've had such a great life. Look at my life. And I was like, wow, that was remarkable that she could really live in that space. That wasn't just saying it, she was living it. And when she got up every day, and I'm telling you, smoking kept her alive that last month, because she got up to smoke, man. And she had to, she's
out, Mason Gunther. You heard it from your mom. There's more than one right way to do things. You can use that for the rest of your life.
Not in my house.
I knew that was going to be.
Well, I'm going to get a chair if we're going to go longer. Love and hugs to each and every one of you. Sincerely. It means a lot. I feel like when Kix, when we attended the graduation of Mason and Gunner in Texas, he said something and it was sincere from the bottom of his heart. I could tell that he appreciated us attending that graduation. And I feel like you today, kids. I genuinely appreciate the effort and your smiles. And my mother is looking at you and smiling as well. So thank you.
Yeah, and these pictures, by the way, are great. I just
They are
want to thank
beautiful.
the girls for those.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Kautz girl.
yeah. And in fact, before we get up, that reminded me, Dawn. Thank you. Can I have my kids come up, please? Kix. I thought I had a bone to pick with you. One of many.
Easy.
Mom, you were right about the pot. Well, it was always on the range.
We lied. We found it.
Oh, you found it at the gravesite?
Yeah, it was in front where the lettering was.
It was in the front of the grave.
We all took it up after.
Get in the damn picture. We need a picture of you all together. Celeste, you need in there too.
I got a little.
That's awesome, you guys.
They did most of it.
Hey, Billy, you two, I can't see you. There you go. There you go.
We're looking at her, Dawn, not you.
The photographer knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
We'll put our money on her.
Yeah, we're looking at the bigger lens. And the unshaking. Okay. All right. That about concludes it. We're going to open it. Is there a key? We're going to do ashes. Is there a key? And Gunner and Em, you stick around. We'll finish you guys up. That's tomorrow. Mañana. Okay, so here's Roxy.
Have an arm hurts from digging.
She wants to roll. Hot. If you guys, and I think you all know that Deanna and Roxanne's favorite color was purple. It's coming up.
Like I always told her, I was in love with purple first. I always told her I was in love with purple first. But the Osmond, what else?
You got the head, we're getting the waist out.
Who knew you'd be birthing the ashes? Oh, we all came into the world just like this.
One more good push.
Yeah, everyone take a deep cleansing breath. Now push. Little breaths.
You obviously didn't practice.
It's a girl! I do remember Gramps being much bigger. But we didn't bring a cup or anything. You just pour it through there on the bridge. Okay.
Just make sure you're not
You get in
facing
the water.
into the wind. I'm serious.
If this were a cake and I were slicing it, and I'll say something, I kind of need to know who wants to participate, so that.
Now, why don't you guys go on up?
Yeah, do you want to put in the? Okay, that's right. Okay, can you grab everybody?
What?
Everybody. No. Everybody, everybody's gonna get a turn. Right now it's like the Titanic, okay?
Do you want to bring it up closer?
Yeah.
So that, yeah, it's not block it. But sorry, thanks.
Who's got a rope? We can tug of war this.
I don't think we should all stand on the bridge.
You can all get on the bridge.
We can?
Okay, everybody on the bridge.
I think. I don't know.
I'll stand
It's
here
never
and
been
I'll
tested. Yeah. That catch it as it goes in and everybody goes in with it.
At this point, I'm ready to jump in there.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Actually, the water's pretty
Do you want to do it over there?
It's lovely.
What's that? What's that? Yeah. If you fall in, just stand up. Because no one's coming to get you.
It's a good thing I'm a certified swimmer, so. You don't want to make a mess? But I'm, yeah, well, he did rice. A great business.
I gotta get her.
Good one, Christy. Good one.
Eyes. Now I'll always have her for with forever.
Oh. This was nice. This was so nice.
But I changed my mind.
There you go.
Celeste, you have to.
But I'll go one at a time.
Yeah.
This is a
Here, I'll clean up off here.
I know. I'm just afraid of my balance.
Need a hand?
Christy made my day. Because
All right.
I don't want to.
all back in here.
One in my eye, so every time I shed a tear, I'll be like, is that you, Roxanne? Okay. Well, it's just quotes that I found, so I'll have to figure out which movies they were. But I figured we had to have Harry Potter there.
Oh,
Harry Potter.
absolutely.
Yes. Harry Potter. Thank you.
I know.
Your survey can be about forward.
Okay, help me here.
Okay. I would like it to be a tradition here. Hopefully we don't have to do it for many, many years. Is there any more? Oh, Charlie, go. Here we go.
Yes, I think we gotta go to New York. No, I'm kidding.
Mark mentioned a pretty good point to me that Roxy will be in our ice cube in a week.
Oh, what I said was she'll be back in Vegas in about 6 months. Becky.